I'ma wake up in the AM. I'ma count my paper and
This episode of the Brian and Joey Show is sponsored by Shorestones Jewelry. This handmade jewelry is elegant, beachy, and made with love on the Jersey Shore. These dainty pieces are the perfect gift for your girlfriend, mother, or side chick, or any other woman in your life. You can find the jewelry at etsy.com/shop/shorestonesnj or follow them on Instagram at shorestones. I got a real problem saying those fucking S's back to back.
Yes, she sells seashells by the seashore.
I was in speech class from the time I was like 7 until 16 and still...
Yeah, I mean, I could have needed speech, but I wasn't in school enough to know.
So we also have the second annual Hustle for Henny. It's a 5K taking place on October 13th in Chester Springs. All proceeds are going to raising awareness for addiction recovery, and the funds are used as a scholarship for those who can't afford sober living. Visit www.runsignup.com and search for Hustle for Henny. That's HENNE. Greg, it is awesome to have you out here tonight.
Thank you, brother.
I don't really know you too personally, other than in the hour you've been here so far. So I'm gonna let JoJo do a little introduction.
Yeah, we got a very special guest, producer and DJ, Greg DiNero, from up my way, Ocean County, Toms River. Works on B98.5.
Check. Shout out B98.5.
Jersey Shore's #1 hit music station.
That's right.
Really putting Ocean County on the map, putting Toms River on the map, and I love everything about that. You're really on the come up. Talk about that a little bit.
Your girl's favorite DJ. Basically, yeah, come up is definitely the word, because I feel like no matter how far you make it, it's always a come up, because personally for me, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm never satisfied with anything. You know what I mean? I'm the type to have, a record in rotation up at Hot 97, which is something I've dreamt about since 7 years old, and be pissed that I don't have 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm the type that one day if I win a Grammy, I'll be pissed I didn't win everything I was nominated for. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just never, I need to have the most Grammys out of every producer. I need to have, you know what I mean? I'll never in my life be satisfied with what I'm doing.
I suffer from the same thing.
100%. It's real. It's real. But that's what separates people from, the people that are going to make it from the people that are not. Because if you're satisfied where you're at, you'll never progress. You know what I mean?
There's always a bigger and better deal.
You never get too comfortable.
It's that constant discontent.
Exactly. Because I could just kick back right now and be like, all right, so I'm a radio DJ on B98.5, and I'll just do that. You know what I mean? And that's cool. Because I literally, I checked my email the other day, and I was searching for an email from my program director. Yeah. And I'll type in because technically the company I work for is Press Communications, which they own that station. And I typed in Press Communications to find the email, and I found an email from 2014, which was me begging them to let me on air for 10 minutes.
So
I'll write a check. What do I got to do to spin for 10 minutes? I want to get on there and cut it up.
Right.
And here I am 8 years later, and I'm the fucking resident DJ there.
Word.
So it's just shit like that, man. Did
you ever pull it up for them? Be like, look,
but I'm definitely screenshotting it and sending it to them. Be like, yo, real talk, why didn't I get answered? Because I didn't get answered. They didn't answer me. And little did I know. And just shit like that's cool. You know what I mean? Just to see. That's what keeps me going too, is when you look back, because sometimes it's you plateau for a little while. And it's you look back and you're like, what would me 5 years ago think about having a record on Hot 97 or spinning on B98.5 every week and being able to break every record that you produce? You know what I mean? It was 5 years ago I would have shit my pants. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. So definitely you just got to look at your progression and just keep positive and just never be satisfied with anything.
See, that's the thing me and Joe are trying to do right now. This is our 9th episode, so we're starting to finally gain some ground. We're starting to get people who want to come on that aren't just our friends.
Right.
It's cool having our friends on
doubt,
here, but we're trying to get a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Me and Joe have been talking that we need to start kind of planning things out, right?
Yeah, facts.
what direction we're gonna go in, and then how to keep taking it to the next level.
Facts. Yeah, what I did was I made a list on my phone in 2016, and it was 2016 plans. And it was get a radio job and get a song on the radio. And for I'm going to talk about this too. My other one was get on a reality TV show.
Okay. Did you do that one?
This is what happened. Ready? Check this out. I got casted on a reality TV show.
Did you really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was supposed to leave July 15th of this year to film a TV show. Legally, I can't reveal the name of it, but it was it was basically think of Real World, where you live in a house with people and shit like that.
Sure.
I could tell you the concept of the show without revealing the name.
Sure.
Basically, actually,
sounds like
I'm just gonna say the name. Fuck it, I'll take the risk. It's whatever. It was called, which the concept of it was, we're 23. I'm 23 anyway. We're in our mid 20s, and they wanted you to basically look at it like we're almost 30. We need to get real. Let's help them advance in whatever field of work they're in. Like me would be producing and DJing.
Right.
But before we do that, let's let them have one last party. Forget about all that shit. Let everything go. Put your phone away. Don't let work distract you. Just get shipped to this place, like an island or what have you, and just have one last party and fucking kill it before we take your career to the next level. And that was the concept of the show. And where we were supposed to film, it was like a town or whatever, like almost like a seaside town, like a shore location right on the water and stuff.
Okay.
We were supposed to leave July 15th, and like a week before we were supposed to leave, a cop beat the hell out of a girl on the beach.
No way.
And the town called like MTV and was like, "Yo, listen, like we're catching so much heat about this video that leak because the dash cam."
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So that's crazy that he said that.
I know somebody.
What'd you
knows
say?
that
I didn't
cop.
even hear you.
It was Wildwood.
Yeah, I know. Nobody can hear us.
Oh, okay. I
It
was
was
going to ask
Wildwood,
you. I was
yeah.
going to say East Coast or West Coast. No,
No, it was
shit.
East Coast.
So we're talking Jersey.
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
that on Facebook when that went
Yes.
around, the girl getting
Yes.
beat up?
Oh, shit. That's what
So
happened?
I had my bags packed and everything. I flew out to LA, went to casting finals and everything. Had like my final interview with the producers of MTV, the producers of the production company that like love me. Dude, you guys see my audition tape by the way too.
Yeah.
When
Is
we're
that
done.
posted somewhere?
No, I have it on my phone, but it was my audition tape was crazy. I spent like a week on it. But I basically compiled like all my Snapchats and stuff, a whole bunch of ratchet shit because I know it's what they wanted, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that was the whole experience in itself. That took a year to get casted.
Wait. So, okay, go on. What
So,
happened?
so basically, this is how it happened. They were doing a casting call in a clubhouse DJing. Some guy comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, we like your look and your what you do for this show we're doing." I'm like, "Oh yeah, dope." He's like, "Do you want to come do a casting call?" And I'm like, "I got turntables in front of me." I'm like, and I'm playing the music. I'm like, "Yo, I'm DJing right now." But like, yeah, like, do you have like a card or something? Because by the time I had been done DJing, it would have been gone.
Right.
So he's like, "Yeah, here's my Instagram." So months later, I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, I have an idea for a show," and I wanted him to follow me and Stitches because I was producing for Stitches at the time, the guy from Miami. In the studio and like when we went on tour, because the guy's out of his fucking mind, which we'll get into Stitches in a little bit. But
Stitches is out of mine?
dude,
Seems like it.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's all real. He's raw. But I was like, you gotta follow me and Stitches like in the studio and stuff, yada yada. It would be crazy. And he was just like, yeah, like send me pictures of you guys or videos, what have you. And then he was like, dude, we really like you for this one show. Like we'll look at your pictures and stuff, and if you want to shoot a pilot, that's fine. We'll look at it. But like we really think you're a good match for this show. And then he was like, can I have somebody reach out to you? And I actually still have the voicemail on my phone.
No shit.
Yeah, check this out. This is crazy. So like a couple days later, like I was trying to get the pilot together, and I'm gonna put this up to the mic, and like I got this voicemail. See if it's gonna.
Hey Greg, my name is Meg. I'm calling about TV show. Just give me a call back when you have some time. I got your info, I think, from Mike.
And I was like, fuck, like if they're reaching out to me, they must be like super duper interested.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
all right, you know what? And I'm thinking like business wise, like for music and stuff, like look at somebody like Pauly D.
Pauly D.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo,
exactly.
like you could be a complete. Well, I'm not even gonna say no. You could be a complete tool.
Yeah.
Have minimal talent because I've seen him DJ. He's no better than anybody that's out there. You know what I mean?
No, it's his name.
Exactly,
But
but
he's
like,
Pauly D. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Pauly D's the man. Like, I
Exactly.
love
You know what I
Pauly.
mean?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing I was like, this is like a musical hack. I never realized it, but like, think of how much I can advance. You know,
Right.
MTV would have me in the studio with anybody I wanted to once I.
Yeah. Once
made
you,
it, you know what I
once
mean?
you're in there, you're in there.
Yeah.
So I sent this crazy. I'm telling you, like I had videos of girls in the bathtub and me taking like 500 singles and just dumping it on them. I had video like crazy shit, and I sent it to them, and I was like almost afraid it was too raw and
Yeah.
ratchet. But like within 5 minutes after I sent it, they called me. They're like, "We're gonna get you on a Skype interview."
Are you saving that?
Oh, dude, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
100%.
Save it. Wait, what?
The video.
Yeah, yeah, dude, I have,
Okay.
I have it. I'm gonna show you for sure, and we
All right.
might even give it to you to like put on this podcast.
I was gonna
'cause,
say
like,
if
yo,
you don't,
for real,
if you don't
yeah.
mind. I mean,
No,
Got it.
yeah, 100%, dude.
between your
It's
shit
worth
going
it.
on and
Yeah,
ours. Yeah.
it's worth it. But yeah. So they're like, hop on Skype, and I hop on Skype with them, and they're asking me every fucking like, are you on Tinder? Do you
Right.
pay for Tinder? I'm like, absolutely. Like, well, my dad pays for Tinder, actually. My dad pays for my Tinder because he gave me his credit card in high school, like for my iTunes account, and he still doesn't realize it's linked. So I have like Tinder Plus, Bumble Pro, all this crazy shit on my phone that he pays for. So
No shit.
and I told him that, and they loved it. Like, so I just was getting into everything, and then they put like mics on you, and you're constantly on film. Like, I'm talking about when I go to LA. I gotta back it up. All right, so I'm on Skype with them, telling them everything, and they're like, all right, cool, like you're awesome, like we love it, like we'll call you if we're interested. And like 3 months goes by. And every day, I'm like, I literally would call my mom, like, Ma, I don't understand what I did. Like, why don't they like me? Like, it's crazy. Like, and then one day I'm walking into Planet Fitness and I get a call and they're like, hey, Greg, you still interested in this? I'm like, yeah, like, absolutely, I'm still interested. Like, what the hell? And they're like, all right, well, check your email. You have a plane ticket for LA. You leave in 4 days.
Damn.
Shit.
I'm like, and I have a kid. I'm like, I need to find a babysitter. You know what I mean? I need to find coverage at the radio station. This is like, and that's how they operate, though.
Yeah.
They don't tell you anything. So I have a plane ticket in my email, and I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, Ma, listen, you got to watch the baby. And she's like, yeah, no problem. Like, is this for real? And they paid for everything, dude. I didn't pay for a plane ticket. I didn't pay for meals. I didn't pay for a hotel. So I get on this plane, and now, mind you, I've never flown in my life because I'm petrified of planes.
Really?
This was the first time I ever flew in my
And
life.
you flew half.
I've driven to Florida, Tennessee, Texas, everywhere. I'm petrified of planes. But I realized, like, even if I left the minute they called me, I wouldn't make it to LA in time by car. Because it takes a good 3-4 days to get out there.
It's
That's
a real shitty drive. I've
Oh,
done
dude,
it a couple
but now
times.
that I've flown numerous times afterwards. But like, it's just the
Right.
first. Like if I told you right now to get on like a space shuttle and fly to the moon, you're not
Hell
gonna
no.
fucking do it because you don't
Nope.
know what to expect. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
I've been flying my whole life and I'm terrified of
Yeah,
planes,
like
bro.
I didn't know what to
The
expect.
smallest rattle, it's things going down in my mind.
Dude, exactly. So like, I get on the plane and like petrified, bro. Like full blown anxiety attack. Like sweaty palms. I have one of those donuts around my neck. I have my hood up. I have
Mom
my
spaghetti.
headphones on, bro. Facts. And I'm sitting there and I got like strangers. I can't like be like expressing how I feel because they're gonna be like, "Yo, you're a fucking weirdo." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was like
you're
borderline
in your mid-20s and you're scared to be on a plane.
fucking facts, bro. My son is 3. He just flew on a plane last month. Go figure. But like borderline, like one of those people that get strapped down for like safety precautions in the plane because everybody's nervous about them. Like so. Then the fucking thing takes off, and I'm thinking the entire ride's gonna feel like that. I'm like, I can't do this for 7 hours, and I start trying to
You gotta
text
run it
my
back.
mom. Like I'm dead ass serious. I was having an anxiety attack to the point where I was like trying to text my mom. I'm like, yo, and the text I didn't know don't go through once you're in the air.
Right, yeah.
So I'm really,
Mom, you gotta come get me. I can't.
I'm really fucking bugging now. Like I'm thinking like if I freak out enough, maybe they'll emergency landing like this thing, and like I start to like debate like really freaking out. And then like once you get to like the cruising altitude, it like feels like a Greyhound bus, and I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know what I mean, we hit
You're
turbulence,
jealous.
and I shit my pants a little bit, but like that was bullshit. But
I was
other than
I was on a plane one time that got hit by lightning coming in. I was coming into West
God.
Palm Beach in
I would
Florida.
have absolutely
right?
lost it.
The whole way down, the plane's like fucking shaking.
Oh god.
And so we come in and we're like looking at the city, and then all of a sudden
You could tell that it got hit by lightning.
Oh yeah,
No shit.
the light went off, right? Like it was like a huge
I would have
flash,
fucking
followed by
lost
a-
it, dude.
Yeah. See, I don't do good
Oh
with
my
that.
God.
it followed by a clap, and then you heard the whole
The
plane.
whole plane clapped?
Well, I mean, it was the clap of the thunder.
Oh no.
So everything shut off in the plane, and the plane
Oh, my
dropped.
God.
Absolutely not.
Some like I don't know if it was 1,000 feet, it could have been 10 feet, but it like you know when you're on a roller coaster and you feel that tug.
I feel that when
Same
I land
thing
on
happened.
the planes, bro. I hate that.
All right, but before we get too far off track, I want to hear.
Yeah.
I also want to hear what happened. You never said why the show didn't go down.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna tell the whole story basically.
Yeah.
So I land in LA, and they don't like tell you anything. I get a text like when I landed. I guess my texts obviously weren't going through, and it said, "Look for." I think the guy's name was like Brian.
Great
He'll be
name.
wearing
It's a great name.
like a green hat or something. They described him, and they were just like, "Look for him by
He's,
the
like, in the
luggage
corner,
claim."
like,
Yeah,
oh,
no,
in the
he had a
script.
sign. He had a sign. And it was like the MTV logo, and it said Greg DiNero, and I was like,
No shit.
I was like, fuck. And I never like, I'm like halfway, not halfway, all the way across the country.
Yeah.
Never like, I'm like a real mama's boy and all that stuff. Like, I'm like fucking like nervous as hell. And they're like, he's sitting there like this. He's like, and then he has like Secret Service type shit. He goes, all right, we got DiNero. Pull up the shuttle bus. I'm like,
Yeah. Hold up. Pause.
Take him out.
I'm like, have you ever seen the movie Taken?
Yeah.
I'm
Pause.
like,
That's
I'm
gotta
like-
be a feeling right there alone. You know, to hop off a plane.
But it gets even worse,
to
bro.
see your name, you know, MTV logo, and a motherfucking Secret Service looking dude.
it gets
like,
even worse than that. So I follow this dude for whatever reason. They pull up like a shuttle bus. He takes my like stuff, or what are they? Sprinter van.
Right.
That's
yeah,
what I'm.
yeah,
That's the
okay,
word I'm looking
okay.
for. They take my stuff, put it in there, and I get in, and I'm like asking him questions, and they're just not answering me. They're just driving because it's so confidential. They don't want nothing
Yeah.
leaking. So I'm like, so like,
Are they just ignoring you, like as if you don't?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like if I was like, if they would be like, oh, how are you? How was your flight? Shit like that. But if I was even like, so where are we staying?
no shit.
Wow,
Weird.
that is
fucking
weird.
industry,
So
innit?
That's
yeah,
creepy,
dude.
bro.
So I get to the hotel, which is like 2 minutes from the airport, and they bring me into like when we get there. Oh, we got DiNero, and they said the lobby's hot. We got DiNero coming in.
It's like the
I'm
block
like,
is
what the
hot.
fuck is going
Coming in
on,
hot.
yo? And
Coming
they
in
literally
hot.
use that terminology. They're like, the
Yeah.
lobby's hot. We got DiNero coming in. I'm like,
That's
what
crazy.
the fuck? And
We got DiNero.
they bring me into like the wedding hall. I guess like you know how they have like
Like a
banquet halls. Yeah, okay, yeah.
reception hall in a hotel.
And they have like a table set up. They're like, all right,
Right.
give me your phone, your ID, any electronics.
So they do that. They take your phone.
Yeah,
Like, even on like
everything.
Jersey Shore, I feel like they take their phones.
Bro, they
dude.
Yeah.
took the phone out of the hotel room. So I
Wow.
couldn't call anybody.
Wow.
And they were like, all right, we need you to fill this out. And I'm reading it. It's like, if you catch an STD on MTV, we're not liable. I'm like, well, apparently, like, why would I blame you for that? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
okay,
Yeah.
check.
The funny thing is they had to put that in there because it happened already.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
of course, 100%. Like,
Who was it? Wait,
Yeah.
hold
All
on. Who
kinds of,
was
like-
it, bro?
It was probably
Snooki?
all of them.
Yeah, all of
Snooki
them.
was
They
probably
came with
giving
it
them-
already.
Because
yeah.
how many times, like, how many do you think Mike had? And they all fucking fooled around with each other.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, they definitely are all.
This probably started back in the real world, though.
No
Like,
disrespect.
Yeah, you gotta
know what I
think.
mean?
You
Yeah.
gotta think that started in what, the late '90s, late '98.
Yeah, way
99.
back, dude.
Was-
I remember like Real World 1.
Because now they have these like reunion shows with what's the one dude that's been on forever? He's always on those fucking gauntlets and this CT from Boston. You know what I'm talking about? He's
Nope.
fucking like 45. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's still doing all
He's like
that
grandpa, like
Yeah.
still.
shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, they take everything, like ID, wallet, phone, any electronics, like laptop.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I was allowed to do is I was allowed to watch the NFL Combine on the TV, and that's what I did. And they were
So
just
they didn't want you seeing stuff from outside either?
no, like I could
Like
look
the
out my
news?
hotel window, I could see that.
Wow.
But and
they didn't paint it over when you got there.
yeah, no, it was
You
crazy.
can't look outside.
It's so sheltered.
So yeah, and then on top of it, I had DJ'd Bamboo in Seaside the night before. Went to bed at 5 a.m. Woke up at 8. I was exhausted. They're like, all right, here's your 500 question psychiatric exam, and it was like one of those Scantron things.
Right.
So I bring that back to my room, fill it all out, and it's like 2 at this point, LA time. And I'm like jet lagged and fucking exhausted, and I have to get up and get filmed in the morning. Like I have to
Right,
be
right,
like
right,
functioning. And they come knocking on the door. They're like, yo, you filled out your Scantron in pen. It's got to be in pencil.
Oh my god.
So I had to fucking sit there and copy the Scantron over again.
See, if you went to high school, you would have known that.
Yeah,
Good one.
yeah. Actually, that's funny because they said, "Don't you remember like the standardized test? You'd get like a number 2 pencil." And I was like, "No."
Nah.
They're like,
I didn't make it that far, but
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I finally go to sleep after all that, and like 9 a.m. get another knock, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, another funny thing was if I wanted food, I had a little pen with Post-it notes, and I'd have to slide a Post-it note under the door.
oh
What the
my
fuck?
god.
And the only thing we had was there was a Panera Bread in the hotel, and that was
Fire,
all
though.
I ate. Yeah, it was
Mac,
dope.
their mac
You
and
couldn't
cheese
even
so
leave
good.
the room.
No, if I left the room, even to go to the vending machine, I was disqualified.
See, I bet part of that too
Yeah.
was probably so other people didn't see you too.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. They didn't want us as the cast to know each other.
Right.
But I'll get into how I found out everybody that was on the cast. I did some
it's not-
secret agent shit.
Let's
But
hear
swinging from windows and
Yeah,
shit.
basically.
Next to you.
no, I wake up to another knock on the door like 8 a.m. They're like, all right, get up, showered, and dressed. We'll be back in an hour. So I'm like, all right. So get up and get dressed.
Mhm.
They come back in an hour. They're like, all right, try on all your outfits for us. They're taking pictures of me like in my outfit. I'm like, still like, is this even MTV or is this some like weird shit? Like, so they take pictures and like they send it to whoever. They're like, all right, we like that outfit. And they picked out the outfit that they liked.
Mhm.
Like, we'll be back in like 3 hours. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm just sitting here watching the NFL. How many people can you watch fucking do the 40-yard dash before you start
Right.
to lose your mind?
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like
yeah.
literally losing my mind in there.
Yeah,
Like,
that's got to test your fucking sanity, huh?
but they want you to be. They do that on purpose because they want you to be like almost
On
nuts.
edge and
Because I
shit.
heard from somebody. One of my friends was on a reality show, and she
Mhm.
said that on Mondays and Sundays they don't let you leave one room, the living room. You have to all sit there for 2 days, 48 hours straight. Can't go out to
on
eat
the
even.
show.
Yeah,
So
there's
that-
got to be
so that-
there's got to be a reason.
This is so
So that you
interesting.
all get out in each other's heads and you start
Yeah.
losing your shit, and you. That's when. So if they said whenever you see a fight on Jersey Shore, she said she would bet her life that it was on a Monday or a Sunday because
No
they're all
shit.
crazy, going like all kinds of. The producers like, bro, they. For instance, like when I got back from LA, when I left LA, they asked me for 5 friends that they could call. Like, oh, who would you want to party with this summer that we could bring on the show? When they called those people, all they did was say, oh, what bothers Greg? What gets on Greg's nerves? What does Greg like in a roommate? What does Greg dislike in a roommate? So if I said, oh, I don't like a slob, they would purposely put me in the room with the slob just to piss me off.
Yeah.
Like all kinds of shit.
They want that drama.
Bro, it's insane. And like
Yeah.
if they knew, like if
That's what
if
sells.
Joey and me were on a show, and let's say that paper bag was a girl, And Joey's like, yo, I'm really into Paper Bag. The producer would purposely be like, Greg, why don't you take Paper Bag to the boardwalk
Right.
and go on a date with her to piss him off? Like, they do all kinds of reckless shit.
like
You
that.
can
That
tell.
sounds
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Like I've been watching.
That sounds fucking
Well, I'm
great.
actually currently, I can't, this one I legally can't talk about. I have a Skype interview on Wednesday for a show that we're going to film in October.
Yeah.
I'm on like a total new concept, new show, because I'm working with this agency now for a reality TV show.
So is this a talent agency you're working with?
Basically, it's just somebody that does casting for a living. Like, because there's casting companies, production companies, and networks.
Yeah.
And the first step is casting, obviously, company. They find the talent the people. I'm not going to call it talent because basically get paid to party.
Right.
But they find the people for the production company. The production company puts it together and then pitches it to the network.
Right.
That's how it all works.
So how you got hooked up with the talent agency was because someone
At
came
the
up to you
club.
while you were DJing.
Yeah.
It's very serendipitous.
Yeah, and then the reason I had to
crazy.
fly to LA was because the casting company had gassed me up like, yo, this kid's interesting.
Right.
The production company wanted to meet me. So that's why I was in LA.
So the
So
production
I
company
sat
were
down
the people who
in
was
a
running
room.
you through all the shit.
Exactly. I sat down in a room
Right,
similar
right,
to
right,
this
right.
with a camera like that on me. And I didn't know at the time, but 30 producers were in the next room watching me.
Really?
And they were, yeah, exactly. It was crazy, dude. And they were just like shit like, oh, you on Tinder? What's your approach when you fucking are at the club? Are you aggressive? Are you anything that you could think of? They asked me. I had to sit there for like 2 hours.
I didn't realize that much goes in. I knew there was a process, but I didn't realize it was like almost fucking Jedi mind trick.
Dude,
type
it's
shit.
like military training
It
almost.
is.
It's like, but for the
Sounds like some
mind,
CIA
not physical.
shit.
It's like
Right,
crazy.
Right.
But
Which is almost worse. Sometimes.
they interview me after I get dressed and all. They come back for me. They interview me for like 2 hours, and literally they brought me back to the airport. That was it. Got my shit back. But what I did was how I figured out the other people was I glanced. They had a file, like a crate with files in it with your last name on it, and when they would take your shit, they would put it in it. And when I was leaving, I glanced at all the files and I caught some of the last names, and I started looking them up. And then I would see on Snap them on the airplane and shit, or on Instagram like, oh, I'm going
Very
to LA.
smart.
So I started messaging these people, and I said, listen, let's start a group chat. If anybody gets a call back, let's let everybody know.
Wow.
And they were dropping like flies, dude. Like other people were getting callbacks and I wasn't. And I was like, fuck, dude. And then like 2 days later, I got my call back. They gave me like the date we were gonna shoot. I was like so relieved. But like we had like a 20-person group chat, and like 16 of us made it, and 4 of them got dropped. And basically a week before they gave us the shoot date, like they called us. They're like, all right, we're looking to shoot in August. That was the original. They wanted to shoot in August.
Yeah.
Then they called us back. This was like, I think I got the call back in April or May, because I left for LA March 15th or March 15th or 13th. Can't remember. March 13th, I think I left. Yeah, March 13th. And then when we got back, it was like April, May-ish when I got the call back. And they were like, all right, so we're looking to shoot in August. That's what they originally told us. Then we got another call. Nobody got a call for like a month or two. We were all bugging out. Like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? Like, because it was literally like every day you would think about it.
Yeah, you're just playing the waiting game until
Like, and I
until
would
the
literally
call
like
comes
refresh
through.
my email, like
Yeah, I mean,
all
that's-
kinds of
that's-
shit, dude. Make sure my
that's
Wi-Fi
big.
was on to get iMessages. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's big. I can't imagine the fucking
so finally
anticipation.
dude, yeah, it was insane. So finally, like 10 of us, I think, got the call of like, this is the actual date. And then my boy who owns a barbershop, Jagged Edge, he got notified and was like, we were supposed to be getting our haircuts there and stuff. And he was like, this is the date. So like it was unlocked. I was packed, ready, everything ready to go. And then this shit in Wildwood happened.
So why did that affect?
Basically, when you
Bad publicity, really, is what it is. They
Exactly.
didn't want to be in
Wildwood.
they didn't
But
want to be in
Jersey
the
Shore
town.
was in Wildwood this summer.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they were in
but this is
Wildwood.
the,
I thought
this
they
is the
didn't let
difference.
them.
No, this is the difference. Basically, what happened was Jersey Shore family vacation. They went to Vegas and stayed out there, and then for the final couple episodes, they got something called a day permit, which is you could film for one day.
Oh, okay.
They did that in Seaside, Point Pleasant, Wildwood. There's a difference between a day permit and actually staying there.
Right.
But they were living there and going out in AC.
No. I think they were staying in a hotel. They definitely did not. They definitely did not get a filming permit
Huh.
because that was a
That
huge
may be
thing.
why, because I think they were staying in a
The reason
house
why
there.
they were all over the place is that they could only get day permits.
They
Might have
filmed.
Airbnb'd it for one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I haven't seen the new season yet. I'm
Yeah.
curious to see how that all went down. But
So because this video went around, this girl getting beat up by the cops, they didn't want anyone filming anything.
we
there?
had a permit. We were going to live there. It was locked in since before we went to LA.
Right.
Everything was on lock, is what I've heard. Because they don't like to give you all the information. But some of the producers I became close with, and they would tell me shit that I wasn't supposed to know and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And permit was on lock, house was on lock, location, everything was on lock. And like I said, the girl gets punched in the face, and they were like catching so much bad publicity, they just didn't want a reality show, so they pulled the permit.
So hold on, this girl.
And then
So it was
we almost stayed in Brick, New Jersey, like like the Maniloking Brick area,
Right. Yeah.
on
for
the
sure.
water.
Right next
We
door.
almost had a house there, and then Brick found out about what it really was, because MTV likes to beat around the bush, like
Why didn't you guys just stay in like Ventnor? You know what
because by the time Wildwood called and pulled the permit, it was already mid-July.
I mean? Right.
So to find a place by mid-July, and you have to film in the summer, you have
Right.
2 weeks to plan, and then you'd film the month of August. So
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
they had so much going on with Jersey Shore
everything's
Family
off.
Vacation anyway.
So the whole thing just got
Yeah,
dropped.
it just got.
Yeah.
And besides, like the amount of money they make off of Jersey Shore Family Vacation, they weren't worried about our show.
Right.
You know
So
what I mean?
I missed this part. The girl was casted on the was
No,
she was
no,
just
no,
somebody-
She's
no.
just a random
okay,
person on the
alright.
beach that got punched
Yeah.
in the face, but the town
Right.
Wildwood was
I
like
get
catching
you, I
so
get you.
much
I
bad
missed that part.
publicity
Gotcha.
for that. So
Yeah,
they-
she was like, the video was all over the place this summer. What she was
Yeah,
doing
I
is she was like
remember
mouthing
seeing
off
that.
to the cop or something like that, and the cop got aggressive with her.
Yeah.
I
It
remember
was
seeing
bad.
it. I remember seeing it. I just don't remember exactly. What
So
went
had
down.
had one cop not punched the girl in the face, I'd be just getting done filming a reality TV show.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. And that I don't know if you remember, bro,
So-
but I used to make my own Jackass videos and shit in like middle school.
Really?
I'd like to see some
I,
of those.
yeah, I don't
Like
know.
I've always been interested in being like on a reality, like Viva La Bam. I used to love.
Right.
Like if I could do that, that'd be sick.
I just
Like-
met Brandon Novak.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, last night.
Oh shit, he's
in,
dope.
in Baltimore. But yeah, fucking
Oh, you went down to that?
yeah.
Yeah.
That dude was gonna be like the best skateboarder of all time.
I know. He really fucked his life. He was a really cool
Yeah.
dude too. Really.
No,
cool.
he is cool as fuck.
Dapped him up and just I mean, we just said what's up and shit, but he was real chill about it.
I've watched like a bunch of his interviews.
Was he
and
at
stuff.
the event or was he just on the street?
No, he was at the event, and I was surprised at everybody because it was a recovery-related event, and he's from Baltimore. He's
Yeah.
from Baltimore City, and so everybody knows who the fuck he is.
Right.
So I was surprised a lot of people weren't crowding him, but that's why I didn't stop and say, hey,
Yeah, he was there
this,
for the
that,
same
and
thing we were.
I don't like to
How
do
old
that.
is he now?
He's got to be almost 40.
Oh wow, okay.
Dude, people don't notice. Like people look different on TV and stuff like that.
I knew
I
exactly
could
who
walk
it was.
right by somebody that's
Yeah.
a movie star
Yeah.
and not even realize it.
That's-
And he's like a B-list celebrity at most, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I
Yeah.
still get starstruck, dude. I just like
Yeah.
that type of shit.
I
you know?
same with me,
Yeah.
bro. Like if
But
it's
I try
somebody
not
I
to.
admire, it's somebody I admire. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
But I remember, so I don't remember, no, I don't remember you posted anything like that. I do remember somebody saying, I don't know if this is true or not, that you had Beetlejuice from Howard Stern
Yeah,
at a
it's
birthday
my good
party
friend.
or
That's
something.
my good friend. Yeah. Well, my
Beetlejuice is your boy?
yeah. Well,
What was that like, dude?
basically like when I did like I played football briefly, and but like once I hit high school, obviously grades weren't there and all that stuff.
Right, right,
But like
right.
Pop Warner and stuff, his manager had a son that was the same age as me.
You play for the Angels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Briefly, yeah. And my dad became like sideline friends with him.
Okay.
No shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And one day my dad was just like, because me and my dad would sit there and die at Beetlejuice all the time, and then he found out oh, Beetlejuice's manager. But I was young at the time, so like years later, my dad told me like, oh, do you remember like Bobby? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's Beetlejuice's manager.
Right, yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, let's get him to. It was a Halloween party. It was literally a Halloween party, and Gabe was
I remember
there.
hearing about it.
Gabe was there.
there?
Yeah, Gabe
Did
was
he
there.
meet Beetlejuice?
Yeah, Gabe like put out this big tweet like, dude, I just shook hands with a legend. I'm like, yo, it's
That's funny
Well, dude,
as shit. I
so-
don't remember Gabe ever telling me about that, but I remember that happening.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice
He-
came
he
to
did-
one of your parties or some shit.
he
we
did
could
the
go to
show.
like we could go to Camden and find 20 Beetlejuices. To me, he's really not a legend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
we
he is
had
funny
him
as
we
shit.
had him at the theater in the town I'm from, and me and my friend had to be his security to get him out of the building.
No way, really?
Swear to God, the dude's
gotta
like
get him
The
down.
like
head
this
on
tall.
him is insane to look at.
Oh, yeah, it's
it's
so
like
weird.
as big as the iPhone, like around.
No way.
Like that's like you could literally like
It's
It's like a
bizarre.
peanut.
it's
yeah.
weird. It literally looks like the movie Beetlejuice when he puts the powder on his head.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So how did you because we're doing this stuff and I've been looking into like just like casting calls in the area.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine just started taking like commercial acting classes.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get into like a bunch of different avenues. I'm not sure if like radio or acting or anything like that. So how did you get started with the radio?
okay. Basically, the number one thing in any industry, like as far as arts go, it's knowing people.
Right.
Like I feel like people are so worried about like, which is a huge thing, like being talented. Like, hey, I'm talented. Why aren't people just flocking to me?
Right.
Like it's
Which is
10% talent. It's
Which is
10%
sad.
talent, 50% hustle, and 50% getting your foot in the door with the right people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which Because I'll give you an example, man. Like, oh, is it? Just tack 5 off of each.
Remember,
one.
he didn't go to high school. So.
Yeah,
It's
a lot of math class. I think I'm still on algebra 1. So
that's
I'm technically still in algebra 1. But
that's what I'm here for.
But yeah, that's very good. Wow, that's crazy. Just take 5% off each of them. It's
Right,
it's
right,
basically
right.
town is minute part of it.
Well, now we're at 95. but
Good thing I can make
go on.
beats. No, I said 5 off of each.
Yeah, there was 3.
Oh,
He
wow.
meant the 250s, bro. He meant the 250s.
All right, yeah, okay.
So
Fuck all that.
it's 40% talent.
Wait, can we? Okay.
No.
Thank God I can make beats. That's all. Let's just move on.
You got- you got-
Alright,
you
Thank
got
God
an
I'm
account-
musically inclined.
You got an accountant, right?
Yeah, my dad's an accountant. Thank God.
No shit.
But,
Okay, so how did you get it? It was just persistence, really, is what it sounds like.
I was that motherfucker that would be like, oh, like so and so staying at the hotel. Let me stake out and stalk them and make sure they get my hard drive, or you know what I mean.
Right.
So and so is making a club
So you
appearance.
got to have the confidence too, like in yourself and your abilities to want to
Here's
do
the thing:
that.
a lot of people they dream, but they don't act.
Right.
Like people are like, oh, you know what I mean? I wish I could. Like, why are you not doing what you can to have what you wish you could have? Well, I wanted more than anything to be a DJ on the radio.
Right.
So I annoyed people to the point where they were like, dude, just put him on the fucking radio,
Yeah.
which
Right.
Right.
might not be the
But
best
you-
approach.
Yeah.
But once they heard me on the radio, they're like, dude, you're dope. You're
Well,
higher.
see, you had to know you were good enough to be there to have. You know what I mean?
But the thing was, even when I was shit, I thought I was good enough. You
Did
know what I
you?
mean? Like
So you're-
I've
yeah,
gone.
but there's but with that point, there is people that are shit.
Yeah.
And make it any fucking
Absolutely,
way. That's
bro.
the point you were
Absolutely,
kinda getting at in the
exactly.
beginning, right?
Yeah. Like I've gone to some Sweet 16s and DJ'd and completely destroyed the vibe and probably the girl's whole childhood. Like,
But you
I
still
was
thought
never
you were
good.
killing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
But
what's
like
important.
I was still like, yo, take my Instagram handle,
Yeah.
and everybody's like,
Yeah.
absolutely
But
not.
there's-
You know what I mean?
But,
Like,
but there's a thing with consistency.
yeah, exactly.
You got to stay consistent and you got to keep coming at it. Like, you see, I've been at this music thing since I started recording when I was 12 years old. You know what I mean? Obviously, I started out shit using, and it's like, I don't know how much you know about my story, but I fell into the grips of addiction. So a lot of that, like, kept me from even trying.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
have it
mean?
in the
To
family,
even-
like, so
to
I
even
understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to even put out content. You know what I
Right,
mean?
'cause you don't-
So
and
it's
you-
like, before you know it, I'm 24 years old, sitting back like, how the fuck did this motherfucker get there
Right.
and
Yeah.
that motherfucker
Right.
get there? And it's like, well, you kind of been fucking.
It's almost better to suck and have like the mentality that you're great, like
yeah,
the
for a
confidence
little while at
to,
least.
yeah, because
Yeah.
those are the guys that get out
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
Right? 'Cause
And
if
I
you're
don't,
like,
I don't know too much about addiction. I've never had an addiction
Right,
problem.
yeah,
Like
right.
I've had it in the family, but from what I know about it, it's like when you're an addict, you're just an addict, and that's your entire existence.
That's what it becomes.
You know what I mean?
That's what
Like,
it becomes. It's your only.
so I could
right about
imagine
that.
like
Yeah.
trying to make
Yeah.
it in the music industry might be a little bit hard as an addict.
you
Right.
gotta
Because
make it and then become.
It needs
an
to
addict.
be. Yeah,
That's the key.
That's how you lose all of your money that you make.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
See,
But
I'm trying to make it go back and then lose it. No, I'm just.
but when you make your career your addiction,
Yeah.
like is what like people ask me who I'm dating, like I say my career. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if I'm not with my son, it's all about making a beat on the couch. If I'm just laying on the couch, if I want to be lazy, I have the laptop on my stomach and I'm trying
Yeah.
to make a beat.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? If I'm in New York, I'm not just going to sightsee. I'm going to see what studio I can book. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
for sure. You gotta
everything
make it
has
your
to be
life.
and like even like everything that I post on the internet has to be like professional. Like I will never post like a picture of like, and no disrespect to anybody that does this, like on Instagram of like a plate of food.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Like because like what does that do for you as an artist? People
Right.
want to come on your Instagram to see like what you
What
like
you do.
what
yeah,
you do.
what's
It's like,
your-
oh well, he's eating fucking corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So like, yeah. No,
you know what I mean?
agree.
Like it's
So
just
why
like
would you book a studio? Like, what do you need to book a studio for?
like if I'm in the city and like for instance, I was in the city once and I heard this street performer. And like I took his drums and like recorded it on my phone and I wanted to just get in the studio and make that into a beat.
So you use their equipment?
Yeah, like basically I just need like a lot of times when I'm just cooking up a beat, I'll call a studio and be like, listen, I just need an aux cord. How much for like 2 hours? Just
So
put
you
me on.
bring
It's
in
just
what
like a
you
spontaneous type of
Exactly,
thing.
like I can make a beat on the train, but like to make
Right.
to mix the 808s.
You don't want to
and all that
lose
stuff,
the momentum.
So
Exactly.
you bring your laptop in this recording and you just use their.
just like an aux. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
need the speakers
I
to hear
hear
like
what
the
you're
808s.
saying.
You know what I
got
mean?
you.
Saying.
I hear
And
you.
just
when
like
you're in the moment, you want to
Exactly.
get it.
But
You
you
want
can't
to
you can't do that with headphones.
you can, but like I'm
I'm
so
seriously like that's
anti-headphone.
dope. Like
Yeah.
that's like next level shit.
And just
kinda,
like honestly, like for me, I don't know if it's just like you're a music guy too, but like and you too, and like, do you do music?
Video.
Okay.
Strictly video.
But to be in like the studio atmosphere just does something.
It
Yeah.
does. Totally.
I can see that.
Like I can make a hit record
I agree.
like I feel like I can make a 10 times better hit record when I'm in the studio environment and I have the lights dim and there's just like even just the way the equipment looks does it for me.
Atmosphere goes like
you know
50%.
what I mean?
It is.
It's almost like trying to get turned on looking at like a fat slob
Yeah.
or looking at a beautiful supermodel.
I've only been in a real studio like a few times, and now that you're mentioning it, like you're right, dude.
Just makes you
like
feel
some of the
important or
best
something.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you got the engineer there who knows what the fuck he's
Right.
doing.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's the part of this whole thing I know nothing about.
Yeah.
Like, even with this shit, like I don't, you know what I mean, with the microphones and the, you know what I mean, like Brian takes care of all the editing, the video stuff, like, and then it's the same thing with the music. Like all I do is rap. I don't know nothing about engineering. I don't know the first thing about producing.
Well, luckily, like while you guys were all getting your diplomas, I had 4 years to learn everything.
Right.
Which I do have a diploma. I just
I
didn't
got
at home.
neither. I got no diploma and no.
Damn, you don't have shit.
I'm fucked.
Damn. Yeah.
But honestly, like I'll be honest with you, I feel like clout's more important than a degree nowadays.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like if you got to pop an Instagram, you're gonna get a lot further than
You're right,
somebody that
dude.
went to Harvard.
Yeah. But I feel what you're saying about the whole thing. Like, I'm trying to put it in words now, but the point you were just making is like you gotta make it your life, and you gotta like be consistent. You gotta come at it and not lose,
keep trying.
Don't lose interest and stuff like that. Like I remember, you know who Ox Pro is? You know Ox Pro? He's a local rapper.
Does he go? He goes to Space Bar.
I don't know who he goes to, but he was in this.
I know that name.
In like 2008 or 9, I was young, and MySpace was real big. He was in this group called Star Media Group. And it
I
was
feel like
the first.
He's friends with my boy Inf.
Probably. Yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
And we were in Guilford Park at this dude's house.
Okay.
And I was talking to him. It was like the first time I actually went to a professional studio and recorded something, and it was terrible. You know what I mean? And like I went. And like my boy was just friends with them, and to me they were like, you know, the local celebrities, and like let me play on my track, see what they think. So it was cool, you know what I mean? And we're passing around a blunt, like listening, and they were like, you know, it's what's up. But I respect this dude because he kept it 100 with me. You know
have
what I mean?
to.
He's like, listen, he's like, the lyrics are there. He goes, but the flow, he goes, you got to capture that flow. And
But how old were you at this point?
I was 14.
Yeah, it's about perfecting your craft. You're not going to.
Yeah,
put out, you know what
I'm
I mean?
I'm not saying I was anywhere near where I wanted to be.
No, yeah, of course. I'm just saying that's
No, but you need those people being
Exactly.
honest,
and
dude.
I gotta
100%.
tell you, I forget everything he said, but I'll never forget this. This is what he told me. He said, yo, to keep it, what did he say? He goes, to be the shit, you gotta be the shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And I, as a 14-year-old, and I just recorded this track, like I'm like, man, fuck this dude. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I was pissed off, dude. I was
already
heated.
the shit.
I wanted, I was a young punk, and I wanted everybody to praise my work. Like, at that point, anybody that's heard that track up to that point was all like my close boys. So of course,
and they're all like,
that shit's dope, this, that, and the other. And that, but that really did stick with me, and I respect that dude. Shout out to Ox Pro. Is you know, he was right. Like, to be the shit, you got to be the shit. Like, you gotta, if you want to sound, if you want people to notice you, if you want to sound like, dude, don't come at it half-assed. Like, put your all into everything.
Time out. Let's just off topic a little bit. I remember your first mixtape, I think.
My first mixtape?
I think, did it have blue mushrooms on it?
Yeah, that was actually not even recorded professionally.
I remember that shit,
That was
dude.
on virtual DJ.
J Martz.
Yeah.
I want to hear this.
Oh, dude, I don't even know where you
That was
find it.
MySpace days, dude.
Yeah, I don't even know where
now
you
that I'm
find it.
thinking, like, back to, like, when he was first doing his shit, I remember that album cover. It was, like, him standing, and there was, like, blue magic mushrooms on either side of him.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so that's not even... that
He's
was, like...
literally myspace.com/jmarts right now.
Really?
Dude, there's got to be some way I can find it.
It's got to be
Try
out
to
there
find
somewhere.
it, but...
No, but that's like the best feedback you can get, dude. Like, your friends,
honest feedback.
they'll never tell you. They'll just, if they don't like what they hear, they'll like not like it on Instagram. They'll never say like, this is whack.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you need that. Like,
You do. You need to know, man, like...
it's just like getting in like fights like getting beat up as a kid. Like, you need those hits, dude, to like figure out where to go, what not to do.
Absolutely.
And you know what?
Like
Another
you were saying, you got to perfect your craft.
100%. And another thing I've learned is, like, never in this shit get too excited about something. Because, like, I could literally sit here and name every year something huge that was about to happen for me.
Right.
And then it just didn't. And I went around, like, I was like fucking, remember Wink from 8 Mile? when he's like,
Yeah.
yo, I got the plug, yo.
Right.
He knows Dre. You gotta come to the studio, man. And then
Right.
they would get to the studio and nobody would show up.
he was a
Like
bitch.
that was me. Like I always had like every year like this shit was about to pop off. Like I remember I was at the bank and I accidentally met fucking Mariah Carey's producer one time.
Get the fuck out.
Literally, like
A lot of shit with timing with you.
it's crazy. I always step in shit, dude. And like I worked with him for like a year, and he was like, all right, finally, he was like, all right, Trey Songz likes your beat. I went around and told every fucking buddy.
Yeah.
And what happened was it was a remake. It was a sample of Usher's "Nice and Slow," and
Love that.
my friend, the Mariah Carey's producer, originally produced that song with a guy named Jermaine. And we couldn't get Jermaine to agree to sign over the rights for the sample.
Oh, man.
So
Wow.
everything went to shit, and I had
Didn't
already,
pan out.
dude. I
Couldn't
told
even just
so many
give him
people,
some money and
I was young, so I got so Hollywood on people. I like put in my bio
Right, right.
credits Trey Songz, like shit, like it was so bad, dude. But like then like I thought like the whole Stitches thing was gonna pan out a lot more than it did, because there would be times like I'd be with Stitches and Kevin Gates would be in the studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I know like the trickle down's gonna happen. And I'm gonna eventually have a
Right.
Kevin Gates credit and shit, and it just never happened that way.
So whatever happened with Stitches?
He got on this like sober like thing, which respect to him for like
Sobriety ruins
Fucking
everything.
loser.
I mean,
Fuck
dog.
stuff, dude.
you
no,
know?
which
Look at Eminem.
he needed
We're
it.
not gonna
He
get
needed
into
it.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
he needed it.
He's got to have so
I'll give
many
you a
right now.
quick Stitches story,
Yeah,
just to,
let's
like so you
hear
can get
it.
an idea.
Right.
So he was touring and he had a show in I think it was Pennsylvania and then AC and then like New York, somewhere like 3 like tri-state areas. So I was like, dude, you could crash at my place. So I had like a bunch of people come over for like a party and shit, and he did a show at 8 p.m. I think it was. Started at 8. He obviously the openers went on at 8, but he had to be there at 8. Came back to my house at like 2-3 a.m. Right.
Wait, so real quick, how far into his career was this? Like what
This
year
is
was
after
this?
Brick in Your Face. After all,
Okay.
he was already
He's
popular.
big. He's
Yeah.
big.
This is
It's
after
probably,
okay.
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah, so like I tell a bunch of people from high school East, high school North reunion at my house. Like everybody comes and like wants to get pictures for them and shit. My
Right.
cousins come, like my little cousins and shit, and they're there till like 3 a.m. waiting for him. Gets there, right? And now mind you, he has a show the next day.
Yeah.
Like he has to be in, I think it was AC the next day. Comes 3 o'clock. He's like rummaging through my medicine cabinet. Like, yo, you have old cough syrup. We had 3-year expired, 3-year expired like promethazine from like
It still
I had
works.
like
It
pneumonia or some
definitely
shit.
still works.
So it was like the bottle was like so crusty. Pours that in a cup, like literally chugged like an entire, like, you know, the big bottles, like between
Yeah.
him and his
Yep.
little crew, like chugged an entire bottle. They're like, all right, like who's the guy that's got like the Zans and the perks out here?
wow.
I'm like, I'll make a call. Get them. All right, we need Coke. Gets Coke. And then he's talking to the drug dealer that's there, and like the drug dealer's like, yeah, I could get that. Yeah. Comes back with Special K. Right?
Very nice.
So
That's
I'm
some Florida shit.
now for real, bro, because he's from Miami. He's from Dade County, and so my there you go. That's him.
I have no idea who this is.
Really? You
I've
don't
never-
know Brick in Your Face?
Dude, no.
So my ex is sleeping upstairs and stuff, and we had, I think she went, we had the baby already.
Yeah.
So I hear like, first of all, we go to the strip club. Now that I'm not with my ex, we can reveal that I went to the strip club with them, because she would have, you know how women are.
Right.
And then afterwards we go back and he's on Special K and stuff, like completely losing his mind. And I'm like thinking they're gonna go downstairs and crash, because I had a basement, and at the time, the basement had like a movie theater in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like there was reclining couches. I was like, you guys could just crash in there, like, and they're like, oh, yeah, so fine. So I'm like,
So wait, is this your own house?
no, this was at the time living with parents.
Okay,
Yeah.
so wait, so your mom's
I
there,
did
and
not-
here comes
yes.
guy with
Yes. But this is the
I
funny
got
part.
Stitches coming
Bro,
over.
it's
Great
so
guy.
funny. He was literally on Special K playing Uno with my mom.
Okay.
My mom was like, it's my mom can hang, bro. So I'm like, I'm sleeping. I hear like all this commotion. I'm like, who the fuck is he beating the shit out of, like, or trying to anyway? So I'm like, I go downstairs, and he called Delilah's Den and had all the strippers come,
Oh my god.
like 5-6 of them, and him and his squad were just in the movie room just banging them all. And I'm like, dude, thank God that it was me and not my mom or my ex. And they're like literally doing lines out of their assholes and stuff, like of Special K.
That's awesome.
So I'm like, yo, for real. But I had slept for like 2 hours, and once I sleep and then I wake up, I can't go back to bed.
Right.
So I stay
one
up,
of those.
and I never fucked around with any of that stuff. So I'm like exhausted at this point, and they're all still like keeping going with the coke and stuff. He never slept. Goes to AC, does his performance that night, comes back, and we had another party at my house that night, and he was up till like 5 again, like
Wow.
zombie mode, bro. And like the amount of money he spent on narcotics, like all of his tour profit probably went to like the 2 nights he spent at my house.
Right.
So like definitely good that he's getting sober. Definitely good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when he got sober, he stopped music. He
Fell
stopped
off.
Instagram. He stopped.
Well, he lost his insanity probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a
Because
video of him recently, like
Right.
being interviewed sober. He had his weight up. He was like talking
yeah,
things that make sense.
yeah.
You
He
know?
got into a lot of beef.
was like a
too,
normal
over the last
guy.
couple of years, man.
Mm-hmm.
But no shit.
You ever see the video of him back before, like he was Stitches when he's like this kid?
Lil Phil.
Lil Phil.
I just read that 2
Yeah.
seconds
Lil
ago.
Phil. Yep.
No shit.
Like that kid became Stitches. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking
But
nuts.
he-
Are those tattoos? And that
He's
was
a
in the
really
video?
he's really about that life
That shit's
though.
for life.
He is,
dude.
right?
He moved out at 14 and he was slinging coke and he had strippers living with him and he had to put the house in their name because he was too young to own his own property.
Oh my god.
That's
And
a
he had
story.
a ghost and a house, like a Rolls Royce ghost and a house in the stripper's name when he was like 15, 16 years
Huh.
old.
I'd
Couldn't
like,
even drive.
I'd like to have him on the show and tell his fucking
Bro,
story.
yeah,
Yeah.
if he's ever in the area, bro, like I'll definitely hit him
Yeah,
up.
reach out
But
to him.
He's like very like distant from like a lot of the old, like I feel like he kind of like
You kind of have to be if you're trying to
Yeah,
get your
exactly.
shit cleaned up. You can't really be,
Yeah.
fucking around with people like that
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
You know.
The other thing I wanted to ask you too about was I see on social media you've been doing this thing with Vibe, which is also another good one of my friends, Vibe and Mall.
okay.
You guys are doing like some kind of like big promotion, right? In Seaside.
Yeah,
or
that just
something?
happened actually. That was Saturday night. We did like an artist showcase.
Okay.
And basically the winner of the showcase is going to and the next one is is a Hot 97 showcase. We got like my Drewski involved
Uh huh.
and trying to get like the winner will get like rotation and stuff. But we're gonna be doing this shit like all year.
Okay, so essentially it's just a show. It's a showcase.
Yeah, basically,
Okay.
yeah.
So
All right.
when's the next one?
The next one I think is September 22nd with Drewski.
Where at?
Okay.
We don't have a location on lock yet. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe. I think if I'm not mistaken, Bamboo.
That's in
Don't know.
Seaside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me-
very
me
cool.
and,
Very cool. We
Vibe-
got to go up to that
Yeah,
if we're around.
For sure. I know. I keep Vibe and Mall asked me if I wanted to do one of ours because we have a couple tracks together, me and Vibe
Oh, word,
and Mall,
okay.
and I just wasn't able to make the last one that he wanted to perform. But I want to shout out to Vibe and Mall. That's my dude too. I went to high school with him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. We went to high
Okay.
school together, and that's a good dude too. But yeah, I want to definitely let us know when we're
Yeah.
going
No,
to that
100%.
one.
He's got a lot of stuff in store for sure.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I dated this black chick in high school
Hey.
to get my
Hey.
to get my street cred up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
And
that what it
Vibe
was?
is- yeah.
Testing your gangster out.
Yeah, and Vibe and Mo, he didn't know me at the time. He didn't know me from a hole in the wall. And we used to party at this girl's house. The girl I was dating at this time in a trailer park in Friendly Village, and fucking, she used to throw these bangers, dude. And I remember Vibin was there, and it's like,
How many people can you fit in a trailer?
bro, I know. The it was.
Depends if it's a single or
That
double
bitch.
wide.
That bitch.
you
I
know?
was about to say that bitch better been double wide.
Yeah.
She's in prison now.
Oh, yikes.
For 5 years for selling meth and fucking.
Ah, it sounds like my kind of girl.
Firearms out
Yikes.
in Arizona.
Firearms. Wow.
Yeah, but
Dude, every firearm's legal in Arizona. Why would you need a?
dude, I don't.
Crystal's
fucking
not,
know.
though.
I don't
Right.
know. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're at this.
That might be a
party.
deal breaker.
Yeah, we're at this party, dude, and there's this big motherfucker there, and he graduated because we were all high school kids, but this guy graduated like a couple years ago. You know, he was the Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
In what the fuck that movie I'm talking about?
Dazed and
Dazed
confused.
Dazed and Confused. He was
The best
he was
part
that
about
version.
high school
But
chick?
yeah, but like real big jock, fucking jerk off, and he was arguing with his girlfriend, and I'm like standing outside the door, like smoking a cigarette or something at this time, and he comes out the door, and like I guess I'm in his way, and he goes to like shove me. And I'm like, you know, I mean, what the fuck am I going to do? I was a little 14, 15-year-old kid. And I was like, yo, what the fuck's your problem? And he was coming up to fuck me up. And Vibin came out of nowhere and just, like, bear hugged this dude and got him out of there. You know what I mean? He didn't know me from a hole in
Yeah.
the wall. So then we started kicking at me and Vibin. And then we started recording. And then one thing led to another. But, yeah, that's a good dude. So I definitely want to come out, support, and
Yeah, no doubt,
hopefully
dude.
perform.
No
But,
doubt. Yeah.
yeah, like I said, shout out to him. And what's I was gonna ask you one more thing. Local Pulse. What's
Oh
the
yeah,
whole-
that's kind of something I started. It's like
Okay.
a project that's still in the works with B98.5, where I would go live like once a week and just spin local artists. Like
Oh, that's
all
pretty
Ocean
cool.
County people, Monmouth County people.
Okay. Yeah, I
So,
wasn't sure 100%.
Yeah. Basically, it's like
I figured it was something like that, though.
because there's so much ridiculous raw talent out there, and people just don't know how to market their shit.
Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say, dude. Like, I know that like Jersey has been putting on, but it seems like, and maybe it's just because I'm from there, so I notice it a lot more. What do you think it is about Ocean County, like specifically the Jersey Shore area? Like, it just seems like there's
what it
a
is?
lot of talent right now.
And not to take away from anybody at all, but like you have people like Ray Diaz, shout out Ray Diaz, mixed by Ray, like in your area. You have somebody that works for a radio station in your area, because I live in Toms River still. Yeah, I'm mentored by Hot 97. I'm in the building whenever I want to be in the building.
Right.
There's so many outlets for Ocean County, because like, and there's talent on top of it. You know what I mean? When you have
Right.
talent and then you have somebody like Ray that can mix your shit, or Greg that can make a beat for you, it's like, what else do you need? You know what I mean? Like if
Who's doing the video thing out there?
Grant Lake,
Grant
shout out
Lake.
Grant Lake.
I saw some of his videos. I was looking at that.
Very
Yeah,
good.
his shit's good.
And it was like out of nowhere one day I was just on Facebook and I was like, I knew Grant, but I never like was like,
Right.
not to like, I probably haven't seen anything, but I was never like blown away like, oh Grant, but like I watched one of his fucking videos. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
shit is crisp. Like
Lot
shout
of
out Grant
talent
Lake.
out there. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And like the problem with Ocean County, and I'm gonna give you the 100% reason why I think nobody's made it in
Okay.
Ocean County. If you go up north to places like Jersey City, and let's just say we were all from Jersey City, we're all
Right.
artists, and he's performing, we'd all be there. We'd all be supporting, wearing his T-shirts and stuff.
Right.
Up there, everybody fucks with everybody. Down here, everybody's got a fucking ego. Everybody has a clique, and that clique don't fuck with this clique, and
I
this
was
clique
gonna-
can't fuck with this clique because that clique will be mad. And like, I had this idea to make one big fucking thing, and everybody worked together, and people were like, "Nah, I can't do it because so and so, I don't fuck with him." And
See, there should be none of that.
this one can't mix my record. I'm not hopping on one of Greg's beats because this, and like,
Wow.
nobody
Okay.
wants to
Shit.
fucking work together. Like, if just imagine if under one platform you had people like for Ocean County, like Millie, Ty G, Boogie, like Kilo. I don't know if you're familiar with Kilo, Marquise Davis. Kilo's making
oh,
noise
yeah,
out there, like
yeah.
Long Money, Long Ways. Like if everybody was released under the same platform and combined all their like Grind Gang,
Right,
Long Money,
right.
Long Ways. You know, Kid Boogie's got Click 6.
Uh-huh.
Like, you're multiplying your fan base.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
if
for
all
sure.
of you got together and like, let's just say like, I
Why
see
are they not looking at it like that?
Well, I mean, it's selfish notoriety too. Like, why would
Because
you join with people if you can take it for yourself?
I'm not gonna name who it was, but one person was like, my entourage is bigger than that person, so what do they have to offer me?
Right.
People look at it like that way.
All right. Well,
You know what I mean?
Teach their own, but yeah. I
But the
just feel
minute
like-
that person pops off, then he'll be down to work with them. That's how it
Right.
is in Ocean County. You know what I mean? Like if I was just DJing in my mother's room for practice, and I was about to do like a Sweet 16, and I was like, yo, everybody send your tracks. I'll drop them at the Sweet 16. Nobody would fucking do it. Now all of a sudden that I'm on the radio, it's like, oh, we fuck with Greg. Greg's a good DJ. You know what I mean?
See, but that's what's cool about you. Like, I don't know you, and Joe
Yeah.
like kind of knows you, but you know what I mean. We linked up on Facebook, and you're
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
down, man.
When are you on was it B98.5?
I got the best slot, dude.
What is it?
Saturday at
Saturdays,
10
right?
p.m. So
Oh,
when
okay.
everybody's on the way to the club,
Yeah. And we
Like
get
it's-
that down here, right?
yeah, I think so. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think I remember being down here like one of the times I was on air.
on the island, it might be a little hard, but definitely.
There's apps and shit, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But that's like the radio station in Central Jersey.
And when
Oh
are-
yeah, that's the one.
Is it?
Like if you're in Central Jersey, that's the radio
And
station.
what about Hot 97? When are you on that?
I go up there on Sundays while during Drewski's movement, but he's like the main DJ.
Yeah.
But like he's throwing me on the set. Like I have a video of it actually. It was like
Shout out to
he'll, like,
Drewski,
shout you
too.
out.
shout out to
I
DJ.
know-
Yeah, all the time, dude.
I know him.
Like look, let me see. I have a video of fucking.
He's a good dude, man. I chopped it up with him a couple times.
Drewski's like the person that does what everybody else should do and helps people out. Like look, this is like the first. Right here. But then like if he plays like my record, he'll always like shout me out and show love. Like I'm always up there, dude. He always shows love. Like shout out to Drewski again, bro. Like he is the man. Like if everybody had the same mindset as Drewski, Jersey would be the next fucking.
You got
Atlanta
almost
or LA.
24,000 followers on your Instagram.
Yeah, that's one thing, bro. I'm like a super like follower whore.
Right.
Like when I go out after I'm done DJing, I force people to follow me almost.
Well, I've been doing that too. I've been
You
going
have
to
to,
people
dude.
on the podcast app. I'm like, yo, you got to put the shit in.
I've never changed my Instagram handle. I've had it since high school.
Right.
Never.
See, that's the
Just
thing. You've
Greg
been building
DiNero.
it for fucking,
Boom.
10 years almost?
We had
Since it came out?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a lot. It's
I've
a lot
done
to
like
build
the
shit up
meme
like
thing,
that.
you know what I mean? Like, but I'm the person that's literally like harassing girls to follow me and shit.
Right.
Like they'll be like, "Oh, my boyfriend." I was like, "He ain't gonna know. Just give me." I'll literally say, "Give me your phone," like shit like that.
That's
like,
the move, though. You just open like the contact and just hand
Exactly.
your phone, say nothing.
and like girls will come up to me and be like, "Oh, can you play this song?" And I'll be like, "All right, but the price is you have to follow me.
Yeah.
Give me your phones, all of you."
Right.
Put your number in there too.
Exactly. But like, and then like it's dope because then I post a flyer and they're like, "Oh, what it like when I DJ'd like Vinny from Jersey Shore hosted a club once and I DJ'd it, and like so many of the girls that I'd forced to follow me came out and then they brought their friends and they're like, "Oh, well, next time you do this, let us know," and then they follow me. And it's just like a snowball effect.
Yeah, so you know how to do it, man. You know how to do it. You got the right mindset.
Yeah,
you got
100%.
You
Yeah,
got
right
it going
marketing
on, man.
mindset.
100%.
I want to congratulate you on your success, bro. For real.
Thank you, man. We're just getting started. This is the warm up.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
They'll pull this video up in like 5 years from now.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be that's the shit that I
DiNero's
love. Like
first
just looking
podcast.
at the fucking progress. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see it step by step. We see it all the time with the podcast and like how it,
Yeah.
each week.
It's like the best
More
feeling. You know what I
followers.
mean? It really is.
100%.
But honestly, like, dude, like, you gotta fucking do it yourself, man. You got like even like I said, the way I get my Instagram followers, I've tried like promoting posts and promoting Instagram, so none of that shit works, man.
It doesn't.
It's
You
such
get
a
nothing.
fucking money scheme. It's not even
Right.
funny.
Yeah,
You know what's
get-
crazy to me? Like what? Like you showing us before, like you making beats and all that.
Yeah.
Like so I make beats, right? And
Right.
I have like the setup, and I always think these people that are making these big time beats must have like the best setup, like the
dude.
best computer, like some software that I could never find,
Yeah.
But you're here and you got Logic. And it looks, you got your keyboard, piano.
Yeah.
Like you can make that like these big producers are
Yeah.
making their beats like on their lap in their living room.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like anyone.
But the thing is people. That's a number one issue, and I dealt with this issue. Is people overthink beats.
Yeah.
It's simplicity is like almost.
Less is more.
Less is more with dude. A lot of people think like, oh, I need this and it needs to have this and that, and it's just like just fucking if something sounds cool, throw drums over top of it, and that's it. And like another thing is like I noticed no producer ever likes his beats. You're never fucking satisfied with it. I hate every beat I've ever made.
That's any sort of content creators like that, man.
Yeah.
We were talking about that before. I always get super. I don't know if it's like self-conscious or I'm just like I can do better than this when I'm like chopping video up and stuff like that. It's like
It's perfectionism.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like painters, like when is it done?
yeah, because the problem
It's never
is
done. You know what I mean?
you can keep
people
going.
often like will compare. That's like the number one thing you could do wrong is like I'll notice like when I record artists, I'll notice like they'll go on YouTube and they'll get a Drake type beat.
Right.
They'll YouTube to MP3 it, and then they'll try to sound like Drake.
Mm.
And then they're not happy with it because they don't sound like fucking Drake
Right,
because they're
right.
not Drake.
I almost stopped watching and listening to all
Yeah,
podcasts.
exactly,
You know what I mean? 'Cause
dude.
that's kind of how I get my own like our flair and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, well he's doing this,
Fuck
he's
yeah,
doing
dude.
this,
Like-
and then like I cut that out, and it's like
People fuck with my beats because they sound like my
Right.
beats and they're different.
Right.
But I'll watch fucking Mike Will Made It in the studio and I'll get insecure and want to fucking throw my laptop out the
Yeah.
door and be
Well,
like,
that-
why don't I sound like that?
That's a good
Right.
point, dude. I feel like individuality is like
Yeah,
gone,
dude,
like
100%.
gone from hip hop.
100%.
Like back when I was like a young tot,
we're talking like
like
40
30
years
years
ago.
ago, yeah.
40, 30,
40 or 30, maybe
30, 20, 25.
whatever it was. It was a lot different. Now everyone's trying to sound the same.
Right.
If you don't have that sound that's hot right now, like it's whack.
Yeah,
Especially like the young kids now, like 20, I live with like a 20-year-old. Love the kid, but his music is like, if it's not like one kick, one snare, and like some mumble over top of it, it's not hot.
See, like I was trying to do something different, but the problem is like you're saying, nobody was about it because all
Right,
they
people
wanted
aren't
to
listening
do
to it.
was sound like, shit that makes you dab, like how they say, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
the mumble rap.
Yes.
But my idea was I had a whole project and I still have the beats. I made a beat. It was going to be called 2000s Flow. And it was the first track was going to sound like the year 2000. The second track was going to sound like 2001, 2002, 2003. And it was going to bring you through.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, I got all the beats. I'll play them for you after this. But
That's like
Yeah,
Mac Miller did it. Not
I
Mac
want to
Miller.
hear that.
Mac somebody did this thing where he flowed all the different styles.
Okay.
Did you see that? He rapped all
Oh
the-
yeah, on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
But this was like each beat was each year. Like
Right,
I studied the year 2000.
Okay.
And then I made a beat to sound like it. I studied the year 2001. and I made a beat sound like that. And I even went as far as using instruments that were like, if in 2003, if I made a beat for the year 2003, if an instrument wasn't invented until 2008, I didn't use it.
Right.
So it was authentic. You know what I mean? It was,
Right.
and the project was dope. And I had like 2 people that were like, "Yo, this is sick," and then most people were just like, "Nah, like it's not gonna hit in the clubs."
Well, because was it one beat?
No, it's 10. It's
Oh,
years
so they
2000 through 2009.
So they're separate tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Separate tracks.
Okay.
Each track was going to be a different year.
That's tight.
I was telling you that one mashup that Jacob showed me, that Throwback Thursday. I listen to
Oh
that shit
yeah,
every
yeah,
once in
yeah.
a
That's
while
just me
before
on.
I'm
That's
going
me
out.
on the turntables DJing, man. That was just like something I put out because people were like, "Oh, we live in Pennsylvania. We never heard you spin." And I'm just like, "All right,
Right.
I'll send you this." You know what I mean? Because I do this shit where I just like go on like someone like Drewski's Instagram and I'll
Right.
just go to his followers and I'll just go on their page and like 2 pictures and then they follow me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
all those
yeah.
people just like their pictures, boom, like their pictures, boom, like their pictures, boom, and then eventually they'll follow you. Be like, "Oh, why is this guy liking my pictures? He's a radio DJ." Ooh.
Right.
And especially if you do it with like artists, I do that a lot of the time. I'll do like hashtag up next, and I'll find like all these artists and just boom, like, go down the whole fucking feed.
Right.
And then they'll follow you like, "Why is a radio DJ following me? He must have heard my record."
Right.
And then just from there, and then they'll tell their friend like, "Oh, I got this guy that followed me on the radio. You go follow him." And it's just like, dude, I market all day long. 'Cause that's
Like Trey
90%
Songz
of
like
it.
my beat.
Exactly, bro. But that's exactly what, for real though. That's
Yeah.
how it is, man. That's
Yeah.
definitely how it is. It's all about marketing, man.
That's dope.
Sweet, dude.
That's dope.
So yeah, and then basically bringing it up to speed with like, you know, working with Stitches and then the whole MTV thing, because the MTV thing fucked me up bad because I was convinced I was the next Snooki, so I stopped making beats.
Really?
I stopped DJing clubs and I was just laying on my ass like,
Oh, wow.
I don't
It
need
was
to do
like
this.
I don't need this anymore.
But bro,
I'm on a reality TV
as
show.
much of an asshole as that sounds, like I low key almost put like reality TV star in my bio. Like I thought I was the next Snooki.
Right.
And I was
that's
like-
where you gotta be careful, man. Getting ahead of yourself.
Well,
dude.
that's
I
like
did that.
what-
I put all my eggs in one basket, dude.
Back to what he was saying before that point you were saying is don't get too excited about anything
Dude,
too soon.
never. I never will again.
So, but you're gonna be on one later that you can't tell us about, right? Like,
It's not definite, but
Right.
we're looking to film in October.
That's dope. That's
So,
dope.
and it's this one I'm a little excited about
Yeah.
because it's like more not just like being an obnoxious asshole, but it pertains to what I need to do.
well,
Right.
that's like so popular right now. Like Jersey Shore was
Yeah,
hot.
Florida, Bama, sure.
Floribama. We've been watching that, dude. I gotta say, it's whack, dude.
It's
Compared
not.
to
The thing
it's
is, you can't
trash.
remake Jersey Shore.
It's funny,
Can't.
like to watch. It's fun to watch.
That cast was too perfect.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Shout out to Durano Fair Casting for doing that, dude.
Yeah.
They killed it. That was the same casting company I worked with.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Now what? Yeah. So what's going on next? Like the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 year plan? For
Well,
Greg?
actually, I have something huge coming out this week. I'm gonna be on a new management. Basically, my boy hit me up and he's like, "Dude, I used to live with this guy named Louie, and they worked at Best Buy together, and they
Okay.
worked in like the camera department or whatever, what have you. And they were like, "Oh, let's buy a camera and let's start fucking taking pictures and shooting videos and stuff." This
Right.
is my boy told me this. He's like, "So, Louie's mom was the head executive of Nordstrom on the East Coast."
Okay.
And then they moved her to the West Coast branch. Like she's now the head Nordstrom, or maybe it was Lord and Taylor, one of those.
Yeah.
Or it was Theo, the guy's name was, okay? Theo was the guy's name, not Louis. I'll get into Louis. So Theo moves to the West and my boy stays here.
Mm-hmm.
So Theo goes out to LA and finds this guy Louis that also shoots video, right? So they team up and they make this company called Nose Management, Louis Nose. So I don't know how they did it, but now they're the fucking cameramen for Famous Dex, Rich the Kid,
Wow.
P&B Rock. They've done Post Malone, Trippie Redd is photographer now. There's a bunch of shit coming I can't say. But I flew out to LA to meet with them and like chop it up with them about what do you think about making Nose Management not only about photography but about production and managing me as a producer and getting me in front of these artists. And at first they're like, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, I, to me, what I call it was they weren't super duper interested in it because they were so focused on photography. But when they went to the studio with me and they watched like how quick I worked and like I was making fire, I think they started to get interested. So I left LA without like even bringing it up too much because I want to seem like pushy,
Right.
even though I am by nature.
Right.
Like something like this is huge. So they called me and they're like, yo, listen, we need your address and your legal name. We're sending paperwork over. We want to manage your production career. I'm like, fuck, dude. So that's happening this week. I'm signing the paperwork.
Very
sweet.
cool. Very cool.
So
very cool.
That's something I hope pans out. But, you know, you never know. You never fucking know. Nothing's a guarantee. But
Especially in this industry, huh?
Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be dope to like travel back and forth from LA to Jersey because I like it out in LA.
Yeah.
I would never live out there, but like
I've never been to the West Coast.
It sucks.
Farthest I've been is Texas.
It sucks.
to live there, I wouldn't. But like
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm
me,
saying.
like
To go out there, it's good.
if
for
you're a
work.
producer in Tom's River, like 1 in 20,000 people are an artist. If you go to LA, 1 in 5 people are an artist. So
Right.
the work that I have, the
Right.
amount of work I have out there is retarded.
Yeah.
Like so many people are down to work and pay for beats and
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but if there's
100%.
more, you're talking like a vocal artist.
vocal, rap, whatever it is, because
there's
like
there's so many people doing shit out there that it's
Exactly.
almost like flooded.
yeah, but that's the thing that's good. And you have Malibu, Beverly Hills, Calabasas, all those people with their parents' money that can just buy beats.
But you don't think it's harder to make a name for yourself in a place like that? than
But
a
I know
place-
people out there.
Yeah, that's.
Right.
I'm
that's-
25 steps ahead of everybody else
Yeah.
You're not
because
starting
I have
fresh.
somebody that made fucking literally. My boy that's about to manage me was with P&B Rock the other day. Trippy Red, Rich the Kid. He was at Rich the Kid's house. Like, how far ahead of the game am I than everybody else that's
Right.
just
Right.
out there with a USB? Like, oh, listen, you know what I mean?
Right.
I have their good friend and their photographer co-signing my work. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Mhm.
You're not just some guy off the street.
Exactly. So that's the only reason like I even went out there. Like if I didn't have a reason to go out there, like I wouldn't.
Mhm.
But that like I saw that as an opportunity and like had to act on it. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Very good. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you got
Yeah,
coming.
Oh, dude,
coming
100%.
out. I'm glad we got the link up.
Yeah,
and
stay
do
in
this.
touch, man.
no doubt, yeah. Even
back.
take a flight, get out there.
Yeah.
California's
I'd love to do
different,
that.
bro.
We'll come out. We'll
I'd
do a
love to do that.
podcast out there.
California's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, we'll
Makes you-
definitely link up.
Just like the studio, bro. Just being out there makes you feel important.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Being in LA.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
walking down the street and fucking Lambos going by and Rolls Royces, and it's
right.
just like they're like fucking like Sonatas out
Well, it's
there.
like you put yourself where the money is. It starts to wear off. You know.
Exactly.
Pick up the scrap.
Exactly. No, it's just definitely dope out there. But
Oh, cool, man.
yeah,
So yeah, we'll have to link up for this thing you got
Yeah,
going on.
the
up
next
in-
event. Let's make it a point to go after.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do some stuff.
All right. Cool.
Well, Greg, man, thanks a
Yeah,
lot.
no
for
doubt.
coming
Thank
out,
you
dude.
guys
This
for
was
having
a
me, man.
blast.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
excited to hear
Yeah.
some of this other shit you got going on over here.
Facts.
man.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, dude.
Shout out to the podcast though.
Right up.
We got to get you guys like figured out. If I do local polls, you guys could do some kind of segment on it on the air. You know what I mean?
100%,
Yeah,
definitely.
So yeah, we'll talk, bro.
Yeah, we'll do
Definitely.
All right, Greg.
All right.
Would you trust
Later.
Gang, gang.
Trust what I got planned tonight. Make sure that my plans are right. Someone show me the ropes. I'ma give you everything that you dreamed and you hope. She gon' hold me down and baby never.